defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Ridiculous timing. They always share the same title. That be the talk. That's foul like a stop in Frisk, New York. At 20, I said I better quit by 30 than by 30. I thought by 40 rapping is corny. How wrong was I? Never would have thought that 50 new songs by Nas would be hard to lie. I leave them scared like when they hear their name called, but ain't nobody there. The definition of my name probably started where I rode the E-train, fingers covered in ink stains. Writing was like an escape excited, leave the beat flame. It was Rod, Kane, Coogee, and Chris. Few names like Cool James, Face, Cube, and Rick. That was musically sick, successful and unnatural. I throw they songs in a cyanide capsule. The truth is poison to any fraud. Demigod, rocking suits and shoes, going against any odds. How could you hate me? I survived the 80s, the D's, the trauma, embalming fluid and laced. Inhale fumes from a stove up. The show's booked up. I chose to take the world over. Look up.
What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Hey yo, 30 years later, Illmatic was dropped.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Vikings of Orlando taking on the San Francisco 49ers. The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And we are underway from Santa Clara. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they got to be pleased with it. Yes, he brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
When we spent our time talking to the coaches prior to the game, they emphasized that they wanted a quick start to begin things. Most of the time you think about that on the offensive side of the ball, but in this case, it's the special teams that provide that quick start.
Taken down at the 42. Second down and 8. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now third down and 6 to go. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rally to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A gain of 14. And an Orlando first down.
Here we go.
They run here with Rico Dowdle. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
On play action, now McCarthy. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson. 36 yards. And the Vikings are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. From the gun, it's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. Now he's free at the 35. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Well, he gave one defender the slip, but others waiting in the wings and dropping him behind the line.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play with one of their first tests in containing a quarterback.
To the right side and intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Vikings will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Hurts. Now he's going to step up and run. That's into the hands of Pearson on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
That's complete out left to Ayuk. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Niners are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
25, touchdown, Vikings. Jaden Blue, 49 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And a short gain down to about the 33. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey, 33 yards. And the Niners are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point right down the middle. Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. As they've got it as we resume action. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel. Totally.
Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And he's got it inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Pass caught by Pearsall. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 and enemy territory. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 56 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ferguson. Touchdown, 49ers. Jake Ferguson, 32 yards. And the 49ers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. No matter what the defense throws at them, they feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now McCarthy. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Vikings.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's McCarthy. Over the middle, and there's a diamond catch. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
That's another Vikings first down. A gain of 12.
Throwing is McCarthy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. J.J. McCarthy with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
49ers 41.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Hurts to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
180, 180.
Again running left, it's McCaffrey. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
At the 22-yard line.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Options galore here, second and a few inches.
No touchdown.
Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
1st down and goal to go.
He'll look to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
2nd down and goal. Hurts. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Alpha, Alpha, Alpha. Try left, get it. Tiger Hornet. 73. 73.
They'll throw now on the final play. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. That's to the pylon and incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it will still leave him with a 3rd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Goal at the 6-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. McCaffrey running up the middle. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. They'll look to throw. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football. Worked so hard to get his feet down in bounds, tried to do the toe tap. My dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure he would have gotten his feet in on that one.
Is he really, by the way?
That he is.
How about that? What about young Davis?
No, it did not cross.
It didn't carry over.
No, it stopped right there.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on fourth and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll try to do it himself. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Trenton Simpson. And the Vikings are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on fourth and goal. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. First and 10. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. That'll give them 8 that time. And it makes it third down and 2 yards to go.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Niners set up well. They take over first and 10 on the short side of the field. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, already his second touchdown here this opening weekend. And the 49ers are an extra point away from evening this one up. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
McCarthy's pass intercepted. The Niners take over first and 10.
So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Hurts with a quick throw, complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brandon Ayuk, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the 49ers have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Vikings take over first and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Drops it to Blue, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
He's going to air one out. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. Touchdown, Vikings. Jaden Blue, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
What a start to the season this has been. Back and forth, all tied fourth quarter as the kick is away here. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. There's some good games around the league here early in week one, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jalen Hurts, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Niners answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. And when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter. They've been pretty good as a defense.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
111 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now back to throw.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded at about the 28. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. To the air with McCarthy. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught at the 10. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They go with blue between the tackles. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
He'll look to throw. That's over the middle into the hands of Noel. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touchdown.
Nice, well coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. Back to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Oh, he had to force it there on 4th down, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the 49ers have just about sewn up this football game. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a play to catch. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. 3rd and 2. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he will have a Niners 1st down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
Feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of the season.
So for San Francisco, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they will hit